A major boost to employment, job creation, ease of doing business and economic growth as well.
A major reform push by a pro-reform government. The union government has radically liberalized the FDI regime with the objective of providing major impetus to job creation in India. FDI reforms were announced in sectors ranging from defense to aviation to single brand retail trading. In series of tweets, Prime Minister said that reforms will have a far-reaching impact on the Indian economy. He said the centre has radically liberalized the FDI regime with the objective of providing major impetus to employment and job creation in India. Now most of the sectors would be under automatic approval route, and key reform decisions were taken at a high-level meeting chaired by the Prime Minister, which makes India the most open economy in the world for FDI. Let's take a detailed look at the sectors in which reforms were announced. Aviation sector. Government has allowed 100% FDI in airlines and relaxed norms for overseas investments in brownfield airports. Only non-airline players will be allowed to bring in 100% FDI in local carriers. The measure comes less than a week after unveiling of the National Civil Aviation Policy. Promotion of food products manufacturing. 100% FDI allowed in trading of food products, including through e-commerce, to boost food processing sector in the country. Food Processing Minister Harsimrat Kaur Badal has recently said that the FDI in the food processing sector could cross $1 billion in next 2 years. Defense sector. For investment in defense sector up to 100%. The government has dropped the state-of-the-art technology requirement to apply for FDI relaxation above 49%. This does not mean automatic approval for defense deals. The deals above 49% still need government approval, but now deals not involving state-of-the-art technology can also opt for the route. Broadcasting sector. The government has also permitted 100% FDI under automatic route in several wings of the broadcasting services, which include teleports, direct-to-home cable networks, mobile TV and other broadcasting services. Pharma sector. 74% FDI under automatic route in brownfield, but the government approval route beyond 74% will continue. Single brand retail trading. The government has decided to relax the local sourcing norms for up to 3 years, provided that manufacturer is using state-of-the-art along with cutting-edge technology. The relaxation could be further extended by 5 years if the company successfully uses state-of-the-art for first 3 years of the operations. It could open doors for companies like Apple to set shops in India. Animal husbandry. Government has decided to do away with the controlled conditions for FDI in activities relating to animal husbandry. Private security services. FDI up to 49% is now permitted under automatic route in this sector, and FDI beyond 49 and up to 74% would be permitted with government approval route. In last 2 years, the government has brought in major FDI policy reforms in a number of sectors.
This is the second major reform push by the government after the radical reforms of November 2015. India has been rated as #1 investment destination by various rating agencies across the world. The just announced reform push by the government will only cement that position. With camera person Yogesh, Sudhan Sibbal, DD News, New Delhi.
And speaking exclusively to DD News' Sudhan Sibbal after the announcement of the FDI reforms, Commerce Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said that FDI inflows will get a clear direction due to the change in policy. She also said that India stands to benefit from the reform push and it will help create more jobs in the country.
Well, the government has announced big bang reforms. With me is Commerce Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. Ma'am, my first question, of course, is what is the idea behind these reforms?
You're very well aware that the Prime Minister had announced Make in India program. India has to become a manufacturing hub. We have a big market within India. Also, we have youngsters who are very, very qualified, skilled, have the capability of taking up jobs in different levels, different sectors. They're contributing all over the world. If investments come in those sectors where our demographic dividend can be utilized, it will provide jobs, at the same time make India a manufacturing hub. It will meet the demands within the country, and it will also help in exporting.
Ma'am, you have relaxed norms in aviation sector. How will it give a boost to the sector? And do you think that, given the fact last week only the aviation policy has been announced, so the two things will obviously boost the entire sector?
Yes, the aviation policy which was announced last week and this investment opening up which we have done for the sector will go hand in hand, and it will help the sector to get funds which otherwise is in shortage, and also it will bring in a level playing field for those who have earlier received quite a few benefits and for the others who are waiting to get it. So I think the policy and this FDI opening up for civil aviation will do a lot of good for providing open air policy and also affordable air traffic for the Indian citizens.
Ma'am, local sourcing norms have been relaxed in single brand retailing. Will it help certain companies in opening their shops in the country?
I guess so, because the open sourcing norm has not completely been relaxed. We have given them a timeline wherein the first 3 years they can set up, and gradually 4th, 5th year they will have to start complying with the local sourcing norms. So we think it will give the necessary boost for those state-of-the-art technology-related single-brand retailers who would want to come into the country.
Ma'am, but there are certain terms like cutting-edge technology and state-of-the-art. Who will define these terms?
No, actually, in some of them, you very clearly see that we have removed these ambiguities which is set in because of usage of too many terminology. We've kept it at the minimum by using the word modern technology. So in fact the attempt has been only to remove the ambiguity by too many verbose definitions.
Ma'am, my last question. Ma'am, India has been #1 destination when it comes to FDI. How do you think that the reform push will give India make India attractive destination for FDI?
It will make it even more attractive. We are already #1 destination. Now there will be greater ease of doing business, clarity, and also the relaxations that have been done will make it easy for investors to predict as to what is the course that they have to take, and therefore this step today is only going to make it further in favor of India being a FDI favored destination.
Well, thank you so much, ma'am. So big bang reforms announced by the government, and surely these reforms will benefit the country and of course investors who want to invest in the country. With camera person Yogesh, Siddhant Sibal, DD News, New Delhi.
So it's an